It's time to sit back, relax, and listen to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life will inspire, motivate, and empower you. Live your best life now. Listen, learn, think, and decide. Change your attitude, change your life. And now, here's your host, Joan Herman.
Welcome to Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. I'm Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in. Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life brings you interviews with some of the most inspirational and influential people in the world. It's our goal to educate and empower you so you can live your best life now. Thank you for taking time for yourself, and thank you for letting us be a part of your life. We have another great show for you today. Are you ready to turn your ideas into a successful business? According to today's guest, Carrie Green, there has never been a better time to say yes. With a computer and an internet connection, you can get your ideas, messages, and business out there like never before. Carrie provides tools to help you bring your vision to life. She's the founder of the Female Entrepreneur Association. She's the author of the book, She Means Business, Turn Your Ideas into Reality and Become a Wildly Successful Entrepreneur. Welcome, Carrie. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here.
So, Carrie, you began your first online business at age 20. What type of business was that?
So it was an online business unlocking cell phones, which is really random. I basically ran out of money and I went on Google to try and find ideas for what I could do to make money. And this opportunity came up to be a reseller using the software that they'd created to unlock phones. So it was random. I didn't know what I was doing, but it was a starting point.
What was the outcome of that business?
So I very quickly learned a lot about the online world, online marketing, and when I graduated from university, the business was doing so well, I decided instead of carrying on with law, that's why I was studying law, instead of carrying on with that, I decided to keep building the business. And we got to the point where we were turning over $50,000 a month. We had over 100,000 visits to the website every month. It was incredible. I truly realized the power of the internet.
Well, you know, Carrie, I work with a lot of people that are so afraid of the internet and social media. So why do you say that it is really a wonderful way to get your messaging out there? What benefits does it offer to a business person?
Oh, blimey, the internet has just completely transformed the way we all do business. It's reduced the barriers to entry. You know, gone are the days where you needed to go to the bank, get a loan to start your business and, you know, have to be spending loads of money to advertise on TV, for example, or like in magazines and newspapers and that kind of thing. Today, you can have an idea or a message that you want to share. You can go onto your laptop or your computer, go even on Facebook, and you can find groups and communities of people who would want to hear your message, who would resonate with you, who would be potential fans, followers, customers, subscribers. And I think it's just incredibly powerful. We all have that at our fingertips. And it's transformed the way we all can build a business.
For the people that I just mentioned, those that are fearful of the internet, are they missing out? Is that a really big piece of their business that they're missing out of as far as marketing?
100%, because pretty much everyone is on the internet these days. All generations are on the internet. We go on there, whether we're Googling things to look stuff up, whether we're on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or, you know, all those social media platforms that we all use to stay in touch. And ultimately, business is about people, and it's about building relationships and connecting with people. And so I think people who aren't leveraging it are really missing out on getting out there and getting their message, their business, their ideas in front of their audience and, you know, building those relationships with those people.
Carrie, we've been talking about the internet and those types of challenges, but what are some of the other greatest challenges that entrepreneurs face?
I think the biggest one is themselves. So I actually recently put out a survey where I was asking people what's the biggest thing that's holding you back from creating the success you want. And over and over and over again, it was fear. I'm just constantly getting in my own way. And everyone experiences this all the time. Like, I experience it now. And so for me, I think a huge part of my journey towards creating the success has been figuring out how I can condition myself to move past the fears and the doubts, to rise above them and to create the success I want. So it's kind of figuring out how to tune out the negative voice in our head and how we can really empower ourselves to keep going. And for me, I think that is the absolute key to doing anything successfully, whether you want to build a successful business or whether you've got other dreams and goals. The key to turning them into reality is figuring out how you can move past the resistance that's caused from within, from the fears and the doubts and the worries, so that you can actually get on, take action and make it happen.
Carrie, you'll probably agree with this. I think, in going with what you're saying, people are afraid because they think that it's kind of like from A to Z, that there's this straight line and you either make it or you don't. And it's all of those times that you've taken a chance and it didn't work out the way you thought it would. And then you've learned how to think outside the box or be more creative. And it's all of those little risks or those little steps that you take that lead you in the direction. And I think that's what so many people miss out on. They just think it's going to happen. And that's not how it happens at all.
No, definitely not. It would be nice if it did, but it doesn't.
But that's where the growth is.
Exactly. I 100% agree with you. I feel like it's actually from my mistakes that I have been able to grow so much, because I learned so much from them. And so while going through the mistake or the challenge or the obstacle was really frustrating, looking back now, I am so unbelievably grateful for all of them, because they taught me so much. And I say all the time, you have to honor the process. It's like you said, it's not a straight line. It's a mess. It's messy. It's chaotic. It's, ups and downs and twists and turns. And sometimes you take 5 steps backwards. And you've got to honor the whole process, because every little part of it is leading you towards creating more success. It's enabling you to grow even the tough stuff.
I had shared a success with a group of people, and one of the women actually rolled her eyes and said, "You're so lucky. Everything always happens for you." And in my head, I was screaming, "Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea how hard I work or how creatively I have to think? Nothing is, it just happens." I mean, there's that great quote that says, "The harder I work, the luckier I become."
Yeah, and it's true. I always say success is not an accident. You have to create it on purpose, because there are these people out there that look at other people and think, oh, it's okay for you, or you're just really lucky and really fortunate. But that is not true at all. Like, every single day, we all have to wake up and make the conscious decision to create the success we want in our lives, to make it happen. And I think when we do that, our lives transform. It's not like you get to a level where you've created a lot of success and think, whoops, how did I get here? Like, it doesn't work like that.
Well, we've been talking about taking a chance and moving forward, but even before you can do that, you have to get a vision about what it is you want to achieve. So what do you advise in order to gain that type of clarity?
I think it depends what stage you're at. So for those people who have this feeling inside like there's something more for them to be doing, but they're just not quite sure what it is, instead of getting hung up on the fact you don't know what to do, you've got to get off that thought process and you've got to open yourself up to being curious and exploring the possibilities. Learning about success, learning about business, and soaking it all up and just expanding yourself, because it's through taking action that clarity unfolds. You can't just sit there with a pen and a piece of paper and hope that you're going to come up with a great idea or suddenly have clarity. Everything's an evolution, and even in business, you might start out with one idea, which then might transform into something else as you go along. In fact, that happens all the time. So it's not about having the perfect idea. I think it's about getting started.
Carrie, what qualities do you believe most successful people share?
I honestly think the biggest thing is about mindset. It's about who you are as a person. It's about how much they grow. I've interviewed so many entrepreneurs, and every single one of them works on themselves. Like, they work on figuring out how they can keep on going, how they can move past their fears, their doubts and their worries. And I think that this is liberating, because it's not about having a really good idea. It's not about being talented or being a really skilled person. It's about just being willing to grow as a person and to want to just expand and better yourself and to live an exceptional life. And I think it's the people that are in that frame of mind that create the success for themselves. And that's liberating, because we can all do that. We can all choose to be that person. But that's the common thread that I see between successful people is that.
The book is She Means Business, Turn Your Ideas into Reality and Become a Wildly Successful Entrepreneur by Carrie Green. If you'd like to get more information about Carrie or her work, you can visit the website femaleentrepreneurassociation.com. Carrie, in our final moments, what's the takeaway? What do you want to leave our listeners with?
I really want to leave people with this idea that they can create the most incredible lives for themselves. And so my parting words would be to create a mission for yourself. I had my mission, it was called Mission Success, and I went out there to see what would be possible if I conditioned myself for success and I opened myself up to building the dream business and creating my dream life. And that decision changed everything. So I would just encourage everyone to do that, to create their own Mission Success Challenge and go out there and just see what is possible and see what amazing things you can make happen.
Carrie, thank you so much for being here with us today and for providing this information to help us turn that idea into a reality.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Joan Herman, host of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life. Did you know that Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life has a free monthly digital magazine that can be read online or emailed to your inbox? Every month, nationally recognized leaders in their field provide information to educate, inspire, and motivate you. We believe in a holistic approach to life, incorporating mind, body, and spirit. Check out a copy of Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life 24/7. Visit cyacyl.com and be sure to tell your friends.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you found the show informative. At Change Your Attitude, Change Your Life, we believe that knowledge is power. Take what you've learned, apply it, and live your best life now. Remember that the information provided are the opinions of our guests and should never replace the advice of a professional who knows your personal situation. If you'd like more information, visit our website, cyacyl.com. While on the site, listen to past shows on demand, read our digital magazine, take part in the book club, check out our team, and be sure to follow the show on social media. Until next time, this is Joan Herman. Thanks for tuning in.